All right, back with the WMAY Morning News Feed. I'm Greg Bishop and joined in studio by cast members of Elf, the musical, which I'm already hearing is pretty popular. A lot of people are getting their seats for the shows that starts Friday, this weekend, and next weekend. And joining us in studio is Izzy Stewart and Mark Anderson. They are stars of the musical. Welcome to the studio. Thank you for taking time with us here on the WMAY Morning News Feed.
Thanks for having us, Bishop.
Absolutely. So let's start with Izzy. This is, of course, going to be a pretty big production. A lot of people interested in it. Tell us about your role.
So I play Tiara, which is kind of the second in charge elf, and there's not much else to her. She works at the North Pole, and, she has a little relationship with the other elf, Charlie, and, yeah, that's kind of a summary of who she is.
So how did you get involved in this? Have you seen the movie Elf?
Yeah, I have. I've seen it multiple times, I watch it every single Christmas. It's just a constant.
Well, that's awesome. And this musical's based off that, right, Mark?
Yes, it is, yes.
So tell us, I guess, how it translates from a movie that's not a musical to a musical on stage at the Hoogland Center for the Arts.
It doesn't follow it, scene for scene, word for word, but, people that come to see it will see many similarities. They'll especially be impressed with our good friend Ryan Croak, who plays Buddy. I mean, it's it's amazing. He's Will Ferrell, reincarnated, I guess, because he really just is. He's in this role 110% and just bounces around, and just his energy is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I would imagine picking up the cues from that character. Very eccentric, very kind of oddball, but that's perfect for. Will Ferrell, but for somebody to be able to kind of mimic that on stage.
Well, and plus he's 6'6", so
oh, wow.
the contrast between he and I, Santa Claus and Buddy, it's very comical. I'm still trying to keep myself from laughing at him every time he comes out and gets right in my face. It's just great.
No, that's fun. We're talking with Mark Anderson. He plays Santa, and Izzy Stewart's Tiara, one of the elves in the musical, here on the WMAY Morning News Feed. The show is this weekend, starting out Friday night, 8 o'clock, Saturday, 8 o'clock, and then Sunday, 2 o'clock for a matinee. And, of course, it'll be on stage at the Hoogland Center for the Arts next weekend as well. So if you don't get a seat for this weekend, you definitely want to check that out for next weekend. What are some of your highlights, Mark?
Well, like Izzy, I love this movie also. I also watch it every year. Matter of fact, I've watched it twice already this season. It's not even in December yet. But I enjoyed Ed Asner's portrayal of Santa Claus in the movie, and I'm kind of playing him as, Santa is a little gruffer, a little sarcastic, which I know people that know me can't believe that, but it's really coming together really well. I can't wait for us to start Friday night. I think it's going to be a great show.
Izzy, tell me about your experience thus far in theater. Is this your first production, or have you been involved before?
I've been involved with theater for the longest time. I think my first show was when I was 10, and I'm 14 now. So, yeah, like 4 years. And I just think the show is just so wonderful, and it's a great experience, even for someone who's been in theater for a long time. So.
And Mark, yourself, how involved are you locally?
I started, actually, it was, I had to think about it on the way out here this morning. 2013, I auditioned for Les Miserables at the Muni. Loved that show, and I thought, gosh, I'd never done anything here in theater in Springfield before. And I was fortunate enough to be cast, and from there it's just kind of went sideways crazy, because I've been blessed to be in many shows, at the Muni, at the Hoagland, out at theater in the park. I mean, it's a great theater community we have in Springfield. Many, many, many talented people.
Absolutely. Every time I see a local production, I'm floored, not just by the talent on the stage, but the talent behind the stage.
Yes.
And behind the scenes, the directors, the stage hands, the craft that's involved in the lighting and the sound and the stage. Tell us a bit about that. What's the stage look like? How's it feel? And how are things transitioned?
We just actually last night had got all the pieces in place. It's actually a very impressive set. We've got Santa's workshop and the office where Walter Hobbs works, and we've got snow mountains and glaciers, and it's really involved. And we got a great stage crew. They just came for the first time last night. It was very impressive. I mean, because that's a lot of hard work, moving those pieces in and out and knowing exactly where they go and where they go when the scene is over. To make you still have to have room for the actors to walk through and everything. So they did a great job the first night in.
Well, that's awesome. And again, this weekend, Friday night, 8:00. It is Elf the musical, and then Saturday 8:00, Sunday 2:00, and they're also on next weekend as well at the Hoogland Center for the Arts. Be sure to get your tickets and check out Elf the musical. Santa, what's your go-to song in the production?
Happy all the time. It's about to drive me crazy. They always come in and sing, and they hug me, and it's just like it's. I'm not going to say anymore. It's really a great tune though, and you'll like it.
Does your character get annoyed during the
golly,
song?
Yes, I would say yes. The jolly old elf gets a little annoyed. They sing until they're bluish. Santa wishes he were Jewish. So it just goes downhill from there. Yeah.
Oh. Izzy, as an elf, what kind of transformation are you undergoing? Because I imagine Mark, he's got the kind of Santa thing going on right now, and I would imagine there's the red suit and all of that jazz. But for you as an elf, what's that like?
We made a joke that before opening night we need to down like 20 pixie sticks to get the energy up.
Yikes.
No. And your father's over here as well in the corner, like probably shaking his head. No, please, no more pixie sticks.
Oh.
So that's part of craft services then, is a table of all the rainbow color of pixie sticks?
Yes, absolutely. I think just listening to Christmas hype music, just trying to think of happy thoughts, I guess, just to get us all hyped up. Smile on my face, my muscles in my face really, really hurt from all that smiling.
But that's, hey, apparently elves are born with those extra muscles in their face, so that's all they can do is smile. But what about the ears? Do you have to put on some special elf ears?
No, not during this show. I'm a little disappointed, but it's okay.
But you've got the pointy hat, hopefully, and maybe
Yes.
some pointy shoes. And
Yes.
right on. Good deal. Well, Elf the musical is on at the Hoogland Center for the Arts this weekend, Friday, Saturday, 8:00 each night, and then 2:00 Sunday this weekend and next weekend. Get to hcfta.org, hcfta.org, the Hoogland Center for the Arts. Tickets are available. Any parting words from Santa Claus or from Tierra?
Get your tickets now. Stay off the naughty list.
There you go. And Tierra?
Please come see this show. It's wonderful.
Good to hear. I think a lot of people are really looking to get into the holiday spirit with this program. So very cool. Thank you both for taking time with us.
Thank you.
And
Yes.
break a leg, all right?
All right.
All right.
Thank
It is
you.
the WMAY morning news feed. I'm Greg Bishop.